I did watch Abducted in Plain Sight over the weekend.
I've heard that's
Have you seen this?
No.
I didn't see it.
Bruh, I'm about to go all Sebastian on you. Have you seen this guy?
This guy.
There's a kid. There's aliens. It's fucking okay. So
It's on Netflix?
Spoiler alert. Yeah, I'm about to break it down for all of you.
All right.
Yeah, please do.
It's
I don't know if I'll watch it.
Fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
True story.
True story. So there's this. There's a guy who's a family friend. He's super friendly to all the little kids they have. They have like 3 or 4 kids. However, he's real sweet on the 12-year-old daughter. And so in order to get to the 12-year-old daughter, he has to like cause some drama in between the parents. So this guy wines and dines the mom and fools around with her. And then a week later, takes the dad out to a park and complains about how his wife's not giving him enough and all this stuff. Talks the dad into giving him a handy at a fucking park.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Then.
All to get to this little girl?
Yes.
What a fucking nut.
Right. Then it gets worse. It gets even fucking crazier. So then it goes on to where he tells the parents, look, I'm going to take the little girl out to this little horseback ranch thing. So then that's the first time he kidnaps her. Yes, the first time he kidnaps her.
There's more than one.
There's more than one occasion.
So he had her parents distracted.
Yes. Okay. So he fucked around with the mom, had the dad give him a hand job, and then he takes the little girl out for horseback riding, and then
to get away from this crazy situation.
Yes, yeah,
but
they don't know it yet.
Right,
they don't know they're fucking around on each other. Yeah, so he's just a good family friend. He wants to take the daughter out, and why not? We love that guy. I just gave him a hand job the other day.
I fucked him last week. Yeah.
Exactly. So he takes this little girl out. He then gives her sleeping pills. She wakes up in a mobile home next to one of these 1970s like little speaker box intercom systems. I don't know if you've seen these.
My God, let's play a game.
Yeah, one of these things.
Yeah.
He starts talking to her through the thing, telling her that she's part alien.
Oh my God.
And that in order to save not only the human race, but her own family, saying that her dad will die, her mom will die, all her sisters will die, all this stuff, if she doesn't get pregnant by the age of 16 by one other survivor. Now, she comes, of course she's hysterical, crazy, crying, all this stuff. She comes running through the house. She doesn't know what's going on. The dude has positioned himself passed out by the couch with like fake blood on himself and all that stuff. She's shaking him to get him, quote unquote, awake, right? He wakes up and she's like, oh my God, the fucking aliens and this and that. And he's like, yeah, we must have been abducted. And she's like, is that what happened? He's like, yeah.
What? She's like, why am I laughing at this? Sorry.
His voices and his performances. It's breathtaking.
She's like, I have to find another survivor. It's you. And he's like, yeah, it's me.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, it's up to us to save the human race. And then he starts banging this 12-year-old girl for a few weeks. They're missing for like 28 days. He returns her because his brother calls him. And he's like, hey, they're going to call the FBI if you don't bring her home.
What?
The brother, by the way.
So the brother knew she was over there?
The most casual fucking guy. They interview him. He's like, yeah, Bob's always like little girls. They're like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's always been his thing. He's just always liked them. Even when we were young, he liked them real young. He fucked our sister when the parents were out of town. The most casual interview I've ever seen about the most horrific shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So he brings the girl back. And then, get this. So he gets the parents to drop the charges because the cops obviously arrest him for abducting this girl, all this stuff. He spends like 2 nights in jail. Tells the dad, hey, your wife's fucking around. I fucked her. Da-da-da-da-da. Then calls the mom, hey, your husband's a homosexual. He gave me a hand job the other day in the park.
What?
How about we drop these charges?
Is this guy named Mark Hitler? Jesus.
He gets out of jail, right? Yeah. The little girl, of course, she can't tell the parents. She can't tell anybody she's half alien. She has this new alien mission. Yeah. So all she wants to do is fuck this guy so she can save the human race. So she is like screaming at her parents, yelling and mad at them, like, why won't you let me hang out with him? I need to be with him. I'm going to marry him. All this crazy shit. Yo, she runs away from home. This happens. She's gone for weeks. the guy, obviously she's with the guy. We all know that watching this thing, right? We all know that. He's calling the house, meanwhile, calling the house and checking in with them every few days. Hey, have you heard from Jan?
Oh, what a sicko.
And the mom's like, no, have you heard from Jan? He's like, no. So meanwhile, here's what really happened. He took Jan to California.
Okay.
Enrolled her in some like
Enrolled
private
her?
school.
Yeah.
So he's living like a half hour away from there. So even if the cops do show up at his house, he's like, go ahead, search the place. She's not here. She's a half hour away at this private school. He enlists her in this private school, tells them that he is with the CIA, and enlists her in a different name, and tells them if anybody comes looking for them, do not give them any information.
And the school's just like, sounds good.
It's the 70s. They're
Oh.
like,
Before the internet,
Yeah.
before any of this stuff. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's before.
they're like, oh, you're with the CIA? Right this way.
Kathy, the
Come on
secretary, is
in.
like,
So-
okay, you got it.
Yeah. It's,
You betcha.
Okay.
Come on in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So fucking.
I mean, he showed a badge.
This goes on for like 90 days. And finally the FBI tracks him down. They do their homework. They fucking arrest this guy for the second time. Oh, meanwhile, they're playing phone calls while this guy, they have the actual phone calls. The FBI has their lines tapped.
Yeah.
This family, these are the phone conversations. Do you still want to marry Jan?
Oh, my God.
Of course I want to marry Jan. I loved her like the same day I met her. I love her so much, and I can't wait to see her again. Do you think Jan still wants to marry you? Of course she does.
Yeah.
She loves me. We're going to be together forever as soon as we find her. Oh, that's good. Bitch, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
She's 13. What?
Right.
Why are you still asking if you want to marry my 13? Anyways,
Dude.
so flash forward.
this is the most captivating
Yeah.
most captivated I've ever been by anything.
It's fucking bananas, right? So then they find her again. Now she's, going crazy again. She's at the house. She
Completely
still thinks,
brainwashed.
she
Yeah.
still thinks she's part alien. She needs to get pregnant. All this stuff. The guy burns down the dad's shop in town. So to even further the prophecy of the reckoning is going to come.
I was like, why would he do that? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It must have been the aliens, Kim. The aliens have burnt down Dad's shop. They're going to kill us all. I need to get knocked up. There is no option 2.
That's like a good bring around.
So so she runs away again. She's with this guy again. And it's like a third day. Anyways, it all boils down to this. She ends up, one of the times she comes home, she's a little older now. She's 16. She missed her fucking mark. The world didn't blow up, all this shit.
Yeah.
So she tells her a couple close friends, hey guys, I'm part alien. The world might blow up because I'm not pregnant yet. And her friends are like, bitch, what? What are you talking about? They're like, you need to talk to your mom. So she tells her mom, I'm part alien. You guys are all going to die because I'm not pregnant. Her mom's like, bitch, what? Like, what are you talking about? So they get her counseling. They get her help. They get this guy a restraining order. They do all the stuff. He goes to jail for a little bit. Fast forward.
Fast forward.
Fast forward to what, man?
How
By
long
the way,
was it? Like,
bro, by the way, that was the worst spoiler alert ever. I thought you were just like going to give away the ending real quick. You're just like, let me explain this entire documentary to you.
Bro.
he said he was going to do spoiler.
No, he
alert.
didn't.
I'm
Yeah.
about to break it down, homie.
Right,
It was the
right.
craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, fast forward.
Fast forward.
Her mom and her wrote a book.
Did she get pregnant?
She did not get pregnant
Okay.
by this guy.
Okay.
We're all here.
Right. Yeah.
Wasn't an
Spoiler
alien,
alert,
I guess.
we're here. Her mom and her write a book. They go on the book circuit. They start this whole like campaign to help people. Like, here's how to not let your kids get fucking kidnapped. Don't let them go on horseback riding trips and spend the night at
Some
weird guys' houses
Right.
and all this
Random
shit.
single man. Yeah.
Yeah. And anyways, in the midst of all this, meanwhile, while she's missing, by the way, let's backtrack. While she's missing for these 90 days and she's in private school and all that, the dude has now seduced the mom again,
Oh my God.
and they're dating.
what?
What happened to the hand job dad?
Dad
still in the
doesn't know
picture.
what's going on.
Yeah.
He finds out.
He's questioning his sexuality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's got a lot on it.
He's got a lot to
track,
figure
too.
out.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out in random parks.
Dad's filing things in the newspaper. If you like pina colada. So the dad finds out they have family drama. They were going to split. She shows up at the back at the, he like kicks her out for the family safety, all this other shit. Jan comes home for a hot minute. All this crazy stuff's happening. Finally, the mom comes home and she's like, I don't want this guy, and he's destroying our family, and I've always loved you. And this guy's like, well, I love you too, and we can't raise these kids on our own. And like, so they get back together.
God.
Right. Okay.
Meanwhile, the FBI's like, fuck these people.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the FBI's like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
So they're doing this campaign now. They're kind of grown, you know. They're doing, you know, all these circuits about like how not to get your kid fucked up and all this stuff. The dude starts showing up.
What?
At the book signings and at the readings and stuff. There's a biker gang that's serving as security for them all the time.
Yes.
In Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix, somewhere in Arizona. It's like a Hell's Angels kind of biker gang.
Oh, I'm loving this
They're
story.
providing security for them.
Yeah.
The guy shows up. They know who the guy is. They tell him he can't come in. He gets in a scuffle with the fucking biker gang, ends up running one of them over.
Oh, my God.
He gets arrested because he has a gun in the car and some fucking sleeping pills.
Of course.
He goes to jail for a little bit, gets out of jail, tracks her down again, sues her. They go to court for all this crazy shit. And then the brother, it flashes to the brother, right? After they talk about this lawsuit and all this stuff, they show footage of the courtroom and all that. And the woman stands up for herself. Finally, she gets a chance to like speak up and be like, no, what you've done to me is wrong. And like, it's a beautiful fucking moment. And then it cuts to the casual brother. And he goes, yep. And after that court date, he went home and took a handful of pills and killed himself.
Oh, my God. What? Dude, if you had finished that story with like, and it turns out he was an alien, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
Cut to the I love the casual brother. He just killed
like a
This guy's just whittling a fucking
throwaway
pipe. And then they killed himself.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you were going to tell me he joined the biker gang, became president of the biker gang. Like, who is this guy?
Why did this guy just keep not having to be in jail that long? Like,
I don't know. Well, he's white. I mean, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.